As promised, spoiler talk for Whispers of the Deep by Emma Hamm. We left off after Argus had begun to bring Mira gifts. One of the gifts that Argus brings her is a little rusty box that he found on the floor of the ocean. Turns out this box is a data collection robot. And one of the nice things about the robots is that they can create translation chips. It already knows the human language, so it creates a chip, and Mira then has to trick Argus into getting close enough for her to put it behind his ear. He's then able to understand her, so she has to tell him, I need you to speak so that my robot can learn your language so that I can understand you and we can communicate. Argus takes full advantage of Mira being unable to understand him by doing two things. First one is he threatens her in increasingly creative ways, and two, he flirts with her and just revels in watching her change colors and textures. He has no idea that this is a blush response or goosebumps. He just sees her saying, wow, I didn't know the acromo could do that. The same way that cuttlefish and octopi have camouflage responses. Precious. Mira sees the heat in Argus's gaze and thinks that she is going to seduce him into a sense of complacency so that she can then escape. Sure. Okay, let's go with that, Mira. As in all good monster romance, sexy times do eventually ensue, and it turns out that Argus has a ribbed tongue and two that arrive separately. So by this point, Argus's people are growing impatient with his lack of progress. And Argus goes to the elder in his pod and asks for her advice. She takes him to the ancients that normally only she is allowed to go and talk to. They give him a vision of two possible futures. One where he has a happily ever after with Mira, or two where they go back to being enemies and eventually kill each other. I think we all know which one Argus is going to choose, but it's not that simple. There is more to it. There's moments where Argus is like waffling and he's not sure how he's going to pull it off. And the whole time I'm screaming, Argus, look deeper at the details of these visions. The answer is there. After this visit with the ancients, he goes and asks the ocean to show him somewhere where he can keep Mira safe. And the current guides him to an underwater home that had previously been inhabited by a human woman and an undine male. Shortly after this, the warriors from Argus's pod that are frustrated with him kidnap Mira, take her back to her underwater city. Mira gets back into the city somehow, and rather than being grateful to see that she's alive, they lock her up and begin to interrogate her. My favorite non-spicy scene is when Mira is shouting at her boss saying, my rebreather works, I told you so. Overall, this one had some similarities to Avatar in the way that Argus is tasked with getting information out of Mira. Mira is trying to get information out of Argus, and rather than continuing to be enemies, they fall in love and form a relationship, and Mira eventually joins the fight against the destructive humans. Excellent spice levels in this one, guys. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Till next time, guys.